All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Christopher Gerard Breen.
May it please the court, I move that Christopher Gerard Breen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christopher Gerard Breen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicholas Jack Brazisi.
May it please the court, I move that Nicholas Jack Brazisi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicholas Jack Brazisi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michelle Yai Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Michelle Yai Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Michelle Yai Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael David Cloughlin.
May it please the court, I move that Michael David Cochran be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Michael David Cochran be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marion Duckmack.
May it please the court, I move that Mariam Dakmak be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mariam Dakmak be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Claudia Ellison Day.
May it please the court, I move that Claudia Ellison Day be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Claudia Ellison Day be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sanjeev Desai.
May it please the court, I move that Sanjeev Desai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sanjeev Desai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zainab Farhat.
May it please the court, I move that Zainab Farhat be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zainab Farhat be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lachlan Ian Ferris.
May it please the court, I move that Lachlan Ian Ferris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lachlan Ian Ferris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Julia Mariel Firth.
May it please the court, I move that Julia Mariel Firth be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Julia Mariel Firth be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ka Ki Klo Fung.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Ka-Ki Chloe Fong, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ka-Ki Chloe Fong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Panayotis Fantutos.
May it please the court, I move that Panagiotis Fontotis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Panagiotis Fantotis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
James Martin Glavinsky.
May it please the court, I move that James Martin Glavincheski be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let James Martin Glavincheski be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sally Elizabeth Greenwood.
May it please the court, I move that Sally Elizabeth Greenwood be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sally Elizabeth Greenwood be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Georgia Rose Henderson.
May it please the court, I move that Georgia Rose Henderson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Georgia Rose Henderson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
David Andrew Holmes.
May it please the court, I move that David Andrew Holmes be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let David Andrew Holmes be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rohan Indab.
May it please the court, I move that Rohan Indab be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rohan Indab be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Jihan.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Jiang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jennifer Jiang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Taylor Judith Ann Mary Jones.
May it please the court, I move that Taylor Judith Ann Mary Jones be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Taylor Judith Ann Mary Jones be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rania Khalil Ibrahim Jude.
May it please the court, I move that Rania Khalil Ibrahim Judah be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rania Khalil Ibrahim Judah be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hannah Rachel Kane.
May it please the court, I move that our daughter, Hannah Rachel Kane, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hannah Rachel Kane be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Manmeet Kerr.
May it please the court, I move that Masang Manmeet Kaur be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Manmeet Kaur be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zach Gabriel Curtez.
May it please the court, I move that Zach Gabriel Curtez be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zach Gabriel Curtez be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mohammed Seraz Khan.
May it please the court, I move that Mohammed Sheraz Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mohammed Shiraz Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Owen Clyde Stephen Kirkby.
May it please the court, I move that Owen Clyde Stephen Kirkby be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Owen Clyde Stephen Kirkby be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gabrielle Ann Knight.
May it please the court, I move that Gabrielle Ann Knight be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gabrielle Ann Knight be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chanel Michelle Kehonen.
May it please the court, I move that Chanel Michelle Kehonen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chanel Michelle Kehonen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jeanette Patricia Larkis Condelis.
May it please the court, I move that my mother, Jeanette Patricia Lakis Condelis, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jeanette Patricia Lakis Condelis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Aaron Ashil Lal.
May it please the court, I move that Aaron Ashil Lal be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Aaron Ashil Lal be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
C. Wa Eric Law.
May it please the court, I move that Siwa Eric Law be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Siwa Eric Law be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Thomas Jared Lawler.
May it please the court, I move that Thomas Jared Lawler be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Thomas Jared Lawler be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natalie Nicole Leong.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Natalie Nicole Leung, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Natalie Nicole Leung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zhao Li.
May it please the court, I move that Chow Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chow Li be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wairu Ting Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Yu Ting Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yu Ting Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Harry Chai Tang Lai.
May it please the court, I move that Harry G. Tan Lai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Harry Chi Tan Lai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zoe Louise Mallon.
May it please the court, I move that Zoe Louise Mallon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zoe Louise Mallon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brunei Martin Nutzuzi.
May it please the court, I move that Brene Martinuzzi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brene Martinuzzi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nadine Martini.
May it please the court, I move that Nadine Martini be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nadine Martini be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jordan McGregor.
May it please the court, I move that Jordan McGregor be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jordan McGregor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gabriella Masevsky.
May it please the court, I move that Gabrielle Mirchevsky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gabriella Miachevsky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anna Grace Mitchell.
May it please the court, I move that Anna Grace Mitchell be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anna Grace Mitchell be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hilary Claire Monteith.
May it please the court, especially Madam President, I move that our daughter, Hilary Claire Monteith, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hilary Claire Monteith be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jeanette Gayane Nabandian.
May it please the court, I move that Jeanette Gayan Nabandian be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jeanette Gayan Nalbandian be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rebel Courtney Young O'Connor.
May it please the court. I move that Rebel Courtney Young O'Connor be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rebel Courtney Young O'Connor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael Allen Jeffrey Oliver.
May it please the court, I move that Michael Allen Jeffrey Oliver be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Michael Allen Jeffrey Oliver be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sihan Park.
May it please the court, I move that Sohan Park be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sohan Park be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rachel Elizabeth Pollock.
May it please the court, I move that Rachel Elizabeth Pollock be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rachel Elizabeth Pollock be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chloe Elisa Poole.
May it please the court, I move that Chloe Alyssa Poole be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chloe Alyssa Poole be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angela Rowe.
May it please the court, I move that Angela Rowe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Angela Rowe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hayden Scott.
May it please the court, I move that Hayden Scott be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hayden Scott be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Louisa Kate Sinclair.
May it please the court, I move that my niece, Louisa Kate Sinclair, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Louisa Kate Sinclair be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Inho Sun.
May it please the court, I move that Inho Sun be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Inho's son be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olivia Paris Taylor.
May it please the court, I move that Olivia Paris Taylor be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olivia Paris Taylor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samuel Luke Thomas.
May it please the court, I move that Samuel Luke Thomas be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samuel Luke Thomas be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cassandra May Turner.
May it please the court, I move that Cassandra May Turner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cassandra May Turner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ondila Benayu.
May it please the court, I move that Ondila Benayu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ondila Benayu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ashley Claire Bedino.
May it please the court, I move that Ashley Claire Vettier be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ashley Claire Vettier be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sienna Maeve Vicentini.
May it please the court, I move that Sienna May Vicentini be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sienna Maeve Vicentini be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jasmine G. Ming Wang.
May it please the court, I move that Jasmine Gia Meng Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jasmine Gia Meng Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eugene Marcus Vasilina.
May it please the court, I move that Eugene Marcus Vasilina be admitted as admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Eugene Marcus Vasilina be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabel Marina Roberts Yates.
May it please the court, I move that Isabel Marina Roberts Yates be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabel Marina Roberts Yates be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admissions have just been moved to swear an oath or make an affirmation. Would all newly admitted lawyers please stand as directed by the officiating officer for that purpose?
Would rows 1 and 2 on my right please stand? Christopher Gerald Breen, Nicholas Jack Ruzizi, Michelle Yai Chen, Michael David Cochran, Marion Duckmack, Claudia Ellison Day, Sanjif Desai, Zainab Farhad, Lachlan Ian Ferris, Julia Marielle Firth, Kaki Klo Fung, Peniotis Fontutis, James Martin Glavinsky, Sally Elizabeth Greenwood, Georgia Rose Henderson, David Andrew Holmes. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Please take a seat. Would rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand? Raihan Indab, Jennifer Jiang, Taylor Judith Ann Mary Jones, Rania Khalib Ibrahim Juday, Hannah Rachel Kane, Mamet Kaur, Zach Gabriel Curtez, Mohammed Serez Khan, Owen Clyde Stephen Kirkby, Gabriel Ann Knight, Chanel Michelle Kahanen, Janet Patricia Lakas Kondylis, Aaron Ashil Lal, Sayway Eric Law, Thomas Jared Lawler, Natalie Nicole Leung, Zhao Li, Ru Ting Li, Harry Chai Tang Lai, Zoe Louise Mallon, Renee Martin Nuzzi. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of the State of New South Wales, according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Please take a seat. With the row in front of me, please stand. Nadine Martini, Jordan McGregor, Gabriella Masurfsky, Anna Grace Mitchell, Hilary Claire Monteith, Jeanette Gayan Nabadian, Rebel Courtenay Young O'Connor, Michael Allen Jeffrey Oliver, Seung Park, Rachel Elizabeth Pollock, Chloe Alicia Poole. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please seat. The two rows on my left, please stand. Angela Rowe, Hayden Scott, Louisa Kate Sinclair, In-Ho Sun, Olivia Paris Taylor, Samuel Luke Thomas, Cassandra May Turner, Ondila Vaninia, Ashley Claire Vetney, Sienna Maeve Vezzatini, Jasmine Jai Meng Wang, Eugene Marcus Vassilinia, Isabel Marina Roberts Yates. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Please sit.
Now that the formal part of the proceedings is complete, on behalf of the Chief Justice and all of the judges of the court, I would like warmly to welcome each of you and your family and friends to the Supreme Court of New South Wales, including those who are virtually here by watching the proceedings online. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Justice Ward. I am the President of the Court of Appeal, and I have the honour to represent the Chief Justice at today's very special ceremony for each of you. Present with me on the bench today, to my right, is Justice Price, who is a judge of this court and the Chief Judge of the District Court. To my left is Justice Hamill, a judge of the Common Law Division, and to my far right is Justice McNaughton, who is also a judge of the Common Law Division. Together, we constitute the court, which has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. I'm also delighted that today we are joined on the bench by two of this court's eminent but recently retired judges, the Honourable Elizabeth Fullerton, who in her time in the Common Law Division presided over many large, dare I say, notorious criminal trials, and the Honourable Philip Hallen, a guru of the probate bar who pioneered the succession list in this court. We are honoured by their presence here today. I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I recognise the long-standing and enduring customs and traditions of Australia's First Nations peoples and their deep connection with country. I welcome any of our First Nations peoples here today or watching the ceremony online. To all the newly admitted lawyers, the shining stars of today's ceremony, it is a great pleasure to welcome each of you individually to the legal profession of this state. It is now over 40 years since I was admitted as a solicitor in this very same courtroom. I well recall the solemnity of the occasion, the searching gaze of the then Chief Justice, Sir Lawrence Street, as each new lawyer was admitted, and I confess I probably have not matched that gaze today, and the excitement and pride of my parents who were here to witness the ceremony, the very first time either of them had set foot in a court, let alone the Banco court. Little did I imagine, or could they have dreamt, that I would one day be presiding over just such a ceremony. Perhaps that particular honour lies in the future for one of our newly admitted cohort of lawyers. I've referred to my own admission ceremony, which is now part of ancient history, for a number of reasons. First, because although much has changed in the legal profession over the years since then, the traditions and fundamental ethos of our profession have not. In being admitted as a lawyer today, you have each joined a centuries-old profession with ancient origins. The custom of advocates swearing an admissions oath is one that dates back to the 12th century. Our wigs and robes don't date back quite so far. The Supreme Court was established in 1823, and it first admitted lawyers to practice in 1824, so our bicentenary is fast approaching. As Chief Justice Spiegelman used to say at ceremonies such as this makes New South Wales one of a handful of jurisdictions in the common law world with a continuously operating court as old as this one. By 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state, as yours will be after this ceremony. You have now become part of this tradition almost 200 years later. Perhaps for some of you, and more likely for your family and friends, that will feel as long as it has been that you have been studying. The continuing traditions of our legal profession are important to acknowledge. At the heart of our system is the direct relationship between the court and lawyers as officers of the court. The oath or affirmation you have made today, witnessed by your family and peers, is a serious one and it deserves solemn regard. You must always remember that admission as a member of the legal profession is a privilege, not a right. Importantly, today you assume ethical obligations over and above those demanded of you as members of the community at large. The legal profession is dedicated to upholding the rule of law, one of the most important pillars of a peaceful and democratic society. The standards expected of legal professionals are correspondingly high. As lawyers, in whatever area you practice, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. You will owe onerous duties to your clients, but you must remember that your paramount duty is to the court. Among the obligations you acquire to the court today are a duty of full disclosure of the relevant law, a duty of candour, not to mislead the court or knowingly to permit your client to do so, a duty to refuse to permit the commencement or continuance of baseless proceedings, a duty to exercise care before making allegations of misconduct against any other person, a duty not to assist any form of improper conduct, and a duty to conduct cases before the court efficiently and expeditiously. Your duty to the court requires that you comply faithfully with those ethical obligations, no matter what pressures may be placed upon you, and no matter that they may at times conflict with your client's desires or wishes. It is in acknowledgement of this weighty responsibility that we observe today's unique formalities. But not everything in the legal profession has remained unchanged over the years. Some of those changes are the product of changes in our society. When I commenced practice as a solicitor, women did not occupy senior positions in the law. There were no female partners in any of the large commercial law firms. There were less than a handful of female silks. Indeed, the Honourable Mary Gaudron had been first appointed as a female silk in this state in 1981, and no female judges on this court. The late Jane Matthews was not appointed until 1987. And women who appeared in court were not seen if they wore trousers. How has the world changed since then? Not only are women now seen at the highest level in our profession, some are even admitted wearing power suits today. Some of the changes are the product of technological developments. When I first practiced as a solicitor, our firm had Wang computers and they occupied almost the entire floor of the building. The latest innovation at that time was the telex machine. We had a few years of the golf ball typewriters by then. Today, you will no doubt work in offices where the computer capacity appears infinitesimal, but the space occupied by computers is conversely very small, and communication is almost instantaneous, with email, not to mention Zoom. Flexible working arrangements are de rigueur. Of course, with those changes comes increasing work pressures, particularly from clients who expect instantaneous delivery of legal services, and unforeseen dangers. Think of the lawyer stuck behind the kitten Zoom filter. The change that is most important for our profession and its future is the increasing diversity of the profession, and you, as newly admitted lawyers, are visible proof of that diversity. You will each have taken a different, although in many cases similar, path to join the legal profession. You come from different homes, different backgrounds, and different cultures. Some of you, like me, will be the first in your family to have studied law. Some of you will have had the good fortune to be able to debate legal propositions with other lawyers in your family, parents, siblings, or children. You may even have been able to point out to them the errors of their legal thinking. You will bring to the practice of law different experiences and perspectives, and you will no doubt have different expectations and aspirations for your career. The legal profession and the administration of justice are enriched by that diversity. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates, and judges ensures that all people who become involved in the justice system can, and feel that they can, be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. It is important to the maintenance of the rule of law that the legal profession, including the judiciary, reflects the community which we serve. The second reason that I referred to my own admission ceremony is that today is a day of celebration, not just for you, but also for your family and friends. You will all have worked extremely hard to reach today's milestone, perhaps through caffeine-fueled nights and obscure problem questions, almost certainly reading through more cases than you can hope ever to remember. But your family and friends will have assisted you in that process. No doubt many will feel they're almost equally qualified to be admitted here today, having shared the knowledge of law that you will have gained over the years, and no doubt many of them have been on the receiving end of your finely honed skills of advocacy. Fascinating as the law is, many may well feel that they know more about snails in ginger beer bottles and the cannibalisation of shipwrecked cabin boys than it was ever necessary for them to know. I have no doubt that your family and friends will have played an important role in assisting you in your achievements, whether in financial or emotional support, in providing a helpful sounding board, perhaps wielding the occasional red pen, or even applying a tincture to fevered brows from overstudy. Today is a day when you can celebrate together those achievements. You've now entered the real world, the real legal world, so to speak. You will now encounter the reality of that world, of eggshell skulls and peppercorn rents. You may meet the mysterious, reasonable person, and you will have to apply the Constitution with an understanding that it consists of so much more than the vibe of the thing. You will be called upon as an advisor, problem solver, mediator, and an advocate for the marginalised. You will learn the mysteries of time costing and the pressures of running a legal practice. But as you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you are not merely dealing with law in a vacuum. You are dealing with law as it applies to people's lives. You will be one of the most important people for the clients who consult you. As a non-lawyer, the law is often incomprehensible. One of your responsibilities will be to make the law accessible to others. And if you were under the impression that this was an end to your studies, it is my unpalatable task to tell you that you were wrong. There will always be something to learn about the law. As lawyers, there is no risk that we will suffer from a bibliophobia, a fear of lack of reading material. There is no doubt that law can be a stressful occupation, so it is important to remember that you are a diverse group, but you also share a common membership of the legal profession. When clients are demanding, work doesn't progress the way you would wish, if you encounter difficulty persuading a judge of the wisdom of the arguments of your case, remember that the support of your peers will be invaluable. Remember to make use of that support. And in that context, I propose now to call upon the young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and Law Society to say a few words of encouragement and support. Mr. Hanscom, do you move?
Please the court. My name is Sebastian Hanscom, and I've been practicing for a little over half a year at the bar, predominantly in the areas of commercial and environmental law. And on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you all to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has happily changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case a barrister, and I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and that it allows me to give expert advice and represent people in court, and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the Bar Association, of course, or have a look at its website, and every year there's a Career at the Bar open day. In your first years of practice as a reader, were you to come to the bar, you receive particular assistance from two barristers of at least 7 years seniority. You are not alone. You meet with them weekly, review your work, and they teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those two barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association as that professional body. It is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including the New Barristers Committee, which organises social and educational functions for barristers in their first 5 years of the bar, like me, and a Diversity and Equality Committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a lawyer or barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession, and I congratulate you all on your admission today as lawyers of this honourable court. If it please the court.
Thank you, Mr. Hanscom. On behalf of the Law Society, Ms. Chebo, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Asia Chebo. And not so long ago, I stood precisely where you are standing today. And if I may add, in what I'd like to call a power suit. However, you are here today being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step of what I know to be a very long and arduous journey. My son in the back row can attest to that. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy, often it was overwhelming, and truth be told, most of the time it still is. But as I stand here today, after a year in practice, I can safely say I think I've learnt a thing or two. And one of the most valuable things I've learnt is the importance of belonging to a profession. You simply need to look around the room today to see that the legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now have the privilege of belonging to. The Law Society of New South Wales is home to that community, with our 30,000 members spread far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to learning, our drive to give back to the community, and most importantly, our responsibility to uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, I have found that belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. And that is why I have been part of the Law Society of New South Wales Young Lawyers branch for the past 3 years. It is here that I have found friendship, guidance and support, as well as opportunities to advocate for impactful change on legal issues facing our community. By joining the Law Society and the New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, and a connection to the broader legal community. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as newly minted solicitors, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. In closing, if I can leave you with just one thing today, it would be that although at times you may lose sight of why you started on this journey, in a world full of injustice, you must remember that you, as officers of the court, now have the platform to be the change that you wish to see in the world. So once again, I congratulate you all on your admission to the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and we look forward to welcoming you all into the Law Society community. May it please the court.
Thank you, Ms. Cheva. Can I say this? On a recent appeal over which I was presiding, Senior Counsel made the surprising submission to the effect, or at least surprising to me, to the effect that at some stage in every lawyer's career, that lawyer will say, I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a film producer. Well, can I say this? That submission was not persuasive. Apart from the fact that I am camera shy, I've never regretted my decision to become a lawyer. In my experience, the law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging, satisfying, and populated by intellectual, committed, and dynamic people. You should be proud to be a lawyer, and you should strive to perform your obligations so that you can remain proud to be a lawyer. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, particularly those judges and former judges on the bench with me today, I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you, and I welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.
So much for that.